Hey y'all, and welcome to today's video. My order from Pat McGrath is finally here. I have been waiting for almost a month for my Pat McGrath Bridgerton Round 2 collection to get here. I bought everything. When it launched on the site, I bought the entire bundle that I think cost me like $360, and then she launched these other two lip products with a lip liner. That's $95. So all in all, I spent over $450 on this collection, and it is here. I have the eyeshadow palette. We're going to do a look with this, swatches. I have the 7 lipsticks that were a part of the bundle, plus the other 2 that she launched. We are going to lip swatch these. 9 shades. I thought maybe it would be helpful for y'all if I put them all on my lips so that you can see the shade. I have this huge blush quad container. I have both of the shimmer things. What are they called? Scintillating Diamond Body Shimmer. The only thing that I did not get is the eye kohl, and I actually ordered it, paid for it. It wasn't in my box when I got it today, so I emailed Pat McGrath customer service. I'm sure they'll make it right. I'm sure they're going to send it to me, but we can talk about that later. Everything, look, the lipsticks came in this bright pink packaging, which is different than this packaging, but we're going to swatch it. We're going to swatch it. I'm going to do lip swatches. We're going to create looks. We're going to try it. All of that. And if you are new here, hey, my name is Heather and makeup makes me happy. Here at my channel, we don't try to be perfect. We just want to have a good time with our makeup, whatever that means. Shimmer, glitter, testing, new, expensive luxury makeup. We are here for it. So if that sounds good to you, I do hope that you will subscribe before you leave today, because I upload lots and lots and lots of new videos every single week. So if you're looking for new fun makeup content, this right here is the place to be. You can see my face is kind of half done. I need blush, I need highlight, I need lips, I need eyes. We're gonna do that all together, but let's talk about this collection and let's jump into it. Do have the first Bridgerton eyeshadow palette. So when she launched round 2, I knew I had to get it. I'm a fan of the show. I'm reading the books currently. I just finished book number 2, and I really liked the first collection, so I was excited she released round 2. I'm going to show you a close-up of this palette. I will say I kind of wish we had a little more color in here, but I do think this is really pretty. I'm excited to create with it. I'm also going to insert swatches for y'all so that you can see swatches of this palette. It looks like we have some really nice shades. I can't wait to put it on my eyes. Let's talk about what else is in the collection, because I've never tried a Pat McGrath lipstick before. So when I saw this bundle, I was like, I'm gonna buy them all. I really wish the first round had lipsticks, so I was like, let me buy them all and test them. I will say these were a little more expensive. These have, it looks like either maybe Daphne or Kate's profile on them. They're heavier. I believe you get more product. These are a little lighter, but they still feel very nice and luxurious to me. So there's 3 different styles of packaging. The kind of pinky peach, the baby blue, and then this one right here. So I'm going to lip swatch those. Why don't we do that first before we get into the cheek and eye products? Again, I did buy the shimmer powders. Let me say, I'm going to insert a swatch of these for y'all, but I don't like this cardboard packaging. In fact, these had a piece of tape on them when they came to me instead of being housed in a box. And when I took the tape off, it tore the cardboard. So I really don't like this bulky packaging. I think it could have been housed more in something like this, maybe something plastic a little bit nicer, but I'm excited to have these. I showed you the swatches on my arm, but we will swatch on the face too. The other face product is this. This is called the Blushing Delights Blush and Highlighter. I am not a fan of this huge packaging. Like, this is huge. I much prefer her cheek palettes that are very sleek and nice with a mirror. To me, this just It's not the fave, but I will pop up swatches on my arm so you can see. I'm going to blend them just a little bit so they'll look more how they would on the face. But this is a new formula from Pat, I believe. This is a baked formula. I really like baked cheek products, so I'm sure I will get on with this well. But we do have 9 lipsticks. 9 lipsticks to lip swatch. I have 1 lip liner. So I'm going to zoom y'all in a bit and let's lip swatch. In case you were considering picking up any of these, you haven't ordered from the Pat Mcgrath site, maybe these lip swatches will be helpful. I also know that not all of the shades, but I'm pretty sure most of them are coming to Sephora in a few days. So maybe this will be helpful to y'all. But let me get out a makeup wipe. Let me zoom y'all in and we're going to try these on the lips. Okay, I'm just going to pick these up kind of randomly and we're going to lip swatch. I'll also put a swatch over here on my hand so that you can kind of see them next together. Maybe that is helpful. But this is the shade Negligee. So again, we have the cute bow. It's in this pinky peach packaging. Here's what it looks like. Now, I normally always wear a lip liner, but for the sake of lip swatches, I'm not going to. Alright, this is the shade Negligee. I think this is really beautiful. Let me swatch it also right here on my hand. Very pretty. Okay, let me keep my mouth shut so that y'all can see. Again, this is the shade Negligee. Okay, next up I have this shade right here called Venetian Peach. This is going to be really pretty. The formula feels nice. I think I said earlier, but buying these, I actually got these in before the rest of the collection. I've been wearing these if you've been watching my videos, and I've really enjoyed the formula. Let me put that right here. So you can see this one's definitely lighter. Again, this is the shade Venetian Peach. And let me tell you, are all the formulas the same? I don't even know. Satin Allures. These are both the Satin Allure, and so is the next pinky one we're going to use. But here we go. I think this is a really pretty shade. I'll get a lot of use out of these. Alright, the next shade up is also a Satin Allure formula, and this is the shade Entranced. So this one is much deeper. Alright, here is Satin Allure. Let me swatch it right here. Definitely deeper, but very beautiful. Okay, next up we'll go to the baby blue packaging. Same formula. We have the shade Veiled Rose. So I'm going to put Veiled Rose right here. You can see it's different in tone from these. So Veiled Rose here. This is really pretty. This is a very me shade. This is the type of color I would reach for like day to day. Not too light, not too dark, just very mid-tone. Alright, once again we have the shade Veiled Rose. Okay, next up we have Elson 5. I can't remember what that is from the show, but we have a red. So pretty. This again is the Satin Allure formula. Oh, that's so nice. This is definitely a shade I would wear a lip liner for. I always wear a lip liner, but you can see it's a beautiful kind of light, bright red shade. Very pretty. Again, this is Elson 5. Okay, I'm trying to remove these all without completely ruining all the makeup around my mouth. But I think we have it all off. Let's swatch the shade Infatuation. Again, the satin formula. Ooh, this one looks like it's going to be really pretty. More purple. Let me swatch it right here. Yeah, that's pretty. Kind of more purpley than this one. Beautiful. Definitely more on the purple leaning side. Infatuation. Okay, next up, the last that kind of came in that bundle from Pat McGrath is Nude Romantique 2. Same satin formula. We have a more nude color. Let me put this right here. And that's definitely probably the most nude. Let's put it on the lips. I really like this satin formula from Pat McGrath. Really pretty. Alright, here is that final shade that was a part of the original launch. So I think it looks really pretty. But next up we have these two. These first launched on Selfridges and now they're available at the Pat McGrath site. And these are the Matte Trance lipsticks. So I'm going to put these both on for you. Again, I really like the profile and the design of these. But let me wipe this shade off and we'll try the matte lipsticks. Now first up I have the shade Her Majesty. And like I said, I've been wearing these the past week or two. I really think this is a nice, comfortable matte formula. You can see it doesn't have that satin finish that the other lipsticks have. But this is the shade Her Majesty. I know you can get these two lipsticks and the lip liner in a bundle on the Pat McGrath site. Her Majesty. Okay, my lips are getting a little pink now just from rubbing them so much. But let's put on the lip liner. The lip liner is in the shade Cosmic Vibes. So I'm going to line my lips before we do the next lipstick. Okay, here is the lip liner. I got a little messy. This is what the lip liner looks like. I just lined my lips. There's nothing here. But we're going to go in with the last shade. This is Divine Indiscretion. Again, it's that matte formula. Definitely darker. Really pretty. So here are all the satin lipsticks next to one another. And I'm going to swatch these on the hand as well. Again, we have Her Majesty. I'll kind of swatch right there for y'all. And then we'll do Divine Indiscretion right here. You can see the tones are definitely different. And let me swatch the Cosmic Vibes lip pencil as well. Right there. So very pretty. I'm actually super excited to have these 9 new lipsticks in my collection. This looks really pretty. Okay, I'm going to wipe these swatches off and we are going to try the cheek products before we move on to eyes. Okay, let's talk about this blush palette. Again, this is a baked formula. Just not a fan of this huge packaging. I mean, the blushes sit right on top, so all of this is just wasted space in my opinion. But for today, why don't we go in first with this deeper shade right here. Maybe it's called, whoops, let me hold the box. I don't know. The way this box is, I guess this is shade Berry Brilliance. I don't know. It doesn't matter what it's called. But that looks really pretty. Okay, these are definitely glowy blushes, which is what I expected. I know y'all have already seen the swatch, but I usually wait to swatch products until after I've tried them. And that's really glowy and beautiful. Just gonna tap that on. I'm gonna flip over to the other side of the brush and blow off any fallout. And let's go in with this shade over here. Now I will remind y'all that I do like to do videos like this when I get stuff, test it out with y'all, show you swatches, show you my first time using it, all of that, but I always follow up. I have a series on my channel, my monthly favorites and hate it's, where I talk about all the products I've tried, the good, the bad, the meh. And I will be talking about this in a week, a few weeks, whatever it takes for me to get my full thoughts on it. So make sure you're subscribed if you're like, oh yeah, that looked beautiful at first, but what do you think about it after wearing it? You know, 10 times, definitely subscribe so you don't miss out. But here are just these two on the cheek. I'm actually going to kind of make them match up now. I wanted to try 2 different shades on the cheek and see, but now I'm going to kind of mix them all. And we're going to blend, blend, blend. And I'm fine with being a bit blush heavy today. I think it's going to look really nice, especially when we get to the eyes, to have a lot of blush on the cheeks. This is really pretty. And of course, this highlight looks pretty as well. There's definitely some sparkle to it. I'm a big fan of sparkle, but since I have these two loose highlighters, I'd rather use these on the face. And this is a Rephr brush that I'm using. I am using a Rephr 05 brush. Okay, let's look at these highlights. Again, same huge packaging. And if I can get it open, I'm going to pick up a brush. And they come with this like poof inside. I'm not going to use this because I'm not going to use this as a body highlight. I'm actually going to put this to the side. I'm going to wash all the shimmer off of it and I'll use it to set my face because I do like to do that. But let me pick up some of this one. I'm going to really coat my brush with it. So I'm just swirling any excess that's on here. This is in the shade Scintillating Diamond. Does it have it? Golden Majesty. I was like, where's the shade? Okay, there is Golden Majesty right there. Very sparkly, very beautiful. I normally prefer pressed powder highlights, but I really wanted to try this out because I'd never tried this from, like, this formula from Pat McGrath. And on the other side, we will put Pale Moon, which is the more pink toned highlighter. Again, I'm going to put this puff to the side. I'm going to wash it. I'm going to use that for face powder. Let me take my Lunar Beauty brush, pick up any of this highlight. Maybe I should kind of tap. There we go. I'm like, let me shake a little more out, coat my brush. So now we're going to take Pale Moon, and you can see this is more pink toned, a little more cool in nature, whereas this is more kind of golden warm. This is more pinky cool. Beautiful. Oh, okay, now I'm gonna add a little bit of this over here, a little bit of this over here, so I can kind of even them out. But this is fun, isn't it? Oh, I feel glowy. I feel so pretty. I feel fun, like playing in makeup. This is so fun. But now we're going to get to probably the thing that most of y'all are interested in the most, maybe. And that is the eyeshadow palette. Bridgerton Volume 2, Belle of the Ball. I'm going to prime my eyes. I always prime my eyes before I work with shadow because I do have deep set eyes and I have oily lids. I'm going to spray my face with a bit of setting spray to help all of this sink in. I'm going to use my Urban Decay Vitamin C. I'm going to zoom y'all in and we will do the eyes together. Alright, eyes are primed. We are ready for shadow. I've got my BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy A503 brush. And we're going to go right in here to this B. Now, this palette is 6 pans, and that is going to limit you in and of itself with looks. I mean, of course, any of these shadows you could use as one and done shades. You can use it as a companion palette to other shadows, but I think the 6 shades are very pretty. I was, like I said, kind of disappointed just because with the first Bridgerton palette we also had these same type of pinky tones. So it's not like it's something just completely new and different, but I want to take it for what it is and judge it like based on itself, not compare it to other things. And I do think this color story is pretty when I look at it that way. I think you could do something neutral or pinky with it if you wanted to, because there are these more neutral shades. There is this really pretty like blue color, and then there's this really beautiful antique gold that we're going to use. I know for some people when they see a gold like that, they definitely see it more as like a green. And I do think it is a gold with a kind of green undertone, but I also think it's gold. I really like Pat McGrath shadows. I actually have to work tomorrow, so I think I might wear this palette to work because I kind of want to play. like, I'm thinking of what I want to do today, and I also have another idea going in my head, so I'm like, I'm going to create another look tomorrow. Let me focus on the look today, though. Let's go in. Let's just go straight for it. Let's go for this gold B. I'm going to pick this up on a 501, again from BK Beauty and Angie Hot and Flashy, with this beautiful sparkly kind of metallic shimmer type of shade. I am going to spray my brush. I've gotten a few questions lately about what type of setting spray I use to wet my brush, and whatever's closest. I prefer if it has glycerin. This one from e.l.f. has just been sitting out for me to use with my eyeshadows. Whatever is fine. My favorite one is whatever is closest to me will do the job. That's pretty, isn't it? That's really pretty. Okay, so I'm just going to apply that on. You can see I'm not worried about blending yet. I'll blend in just a bit. Right now, I just want to get the shades laid down so I can kind of see them come together. I can blend in just a few minutes. But right now, we're just packing it on. I'm pressing it on, buffing it in, leaving kind of the inner part of my lid blank. And see, I'm even taking this up into the crease. Like, there's my eye socket right there. I'm definitely not taking it as high as I took the matte pink, but I'm taking it up pretty high. And then I'll go with the original brush, and then I'll kind of blend around these edges. But I want to add more shadows, and I just prefer to kind of lay the shadows where I want them and then go back and blend later. And we're definitely going to add something deeper to this outer corner out here. Okay, I'm grabbing this little Cliona brush. This one was part of the Emily Violet Marie set. And I'm going to pick up now this baby blue that looks so pretty. It's like the Bridgerton blue color. You'll have to let me know if you're reading the books. I am really liking the books. Like, the TV show is cool and all, but the books are so much better. Like, season 2, I felt like had a much better storyline. I love Kate, and reading the books, I'm like, wow, the book is so much better than the show. Now I'm so excited to read Benedict's story. But I'm just putting this color down and kind of fading it into that gold shade. Okay, now I'm going to grab this other brush from the Cliona set, and I'm going to pick up this shade right here, this beautiful, beautiful sparkly shade, and we're going to put that right on the inner corner. Oh, I love this formula from Pat McGrath. It's so, so beautiful and shifty. It's really like, depending on how the light hits it, it looks different colors, in my opinion. Okay, now we're going to add some depth. Again, this is a Cliona brush. I'm going into this shade right here. 2 of these pans have the B imprinted. One of them has like a profile. Really pretty. I'm just adding a little bit of depth right out here to the outer corner. And then I'm taking this shade under the lower lash line in a major way. Like, I want it to be blown out. It can come down low. I'm completely cool with that. And I'm going to buff and blend, and then I'm going to go in with eyeliner, mascara, going to blend a little bit more, throw on some lashes, and then I'll be back and I'll kind of give you like my first impression thoughts on this collection. We'll kind of talk a little bit more about it, because I mean, I spent a pretty penny on this collection, and I really hope this was helpful. But let me blend a little bit more. I'll come back. We'll talk. Okay, here is our finished look. I popped on some Ardell 523 lashes because I thought a big lash would be really pretty with this look. But I feel like I kind of shared my thoughts about everything along the way. But if I had to say like one thing, if I could only keep one thing from this collection, I really like the lipsticks. I think as far as like being a fan of the show goes, if I wanted something just like because it's Bridgerton and Pat McGrath, the lipsticks are beautiful. All of the shades are beautiful. This satin formula is so nice. This packaging right here I think is my favorite. The gold and the black with the profile. But these are so adorable. The formula, so nice. Like, I'm so happy that I have those. That's probably my favorite, this standout for me. And as much as I don't like this packaging, the formula of the blush is so nice. Like, I feel really beautiful with this blush. I think it's so nice and glowy on the skin with a great amount of pigment. Really, truly beautiful. The palette, it's probably not going to be my most used, most favorite palette ever, but you get beautiful shades in here, beautiful formulas. I think this is really nice. These are really, really pretty as well, these shimmery things. Now, of course, I said I will keep you updated. I emailed Pat Mcgrath about not getting my eye kohl. That was the reason for the delay. Apparently the eye kohls weren't ready. I did reach out to them before and they let me know that anybody who ordered the eye kohl, that's why the orders were coming so late. But I'll let you know if they get back to me because it wasn't in my box and it was supposed to be. So I can keep you updated on that. But I love the look. Overall, I'm happy with my purchase. I'm glad I spent the money. I'm glad I bought all this. I wanted to test it out. I wanted to try it. I don't regret purchasing anything, but if I had to say, like, what's my favorite from the collection? If I could only recommend you get one thing and try it, it would definitely be these lipsticks. I think they're really, really cute. Formula's super nice. Everything else I'm really happy with too. I enjoy it. I think this is a nice collection. So you'll have to let me know what you think. Did you buy anything from the launch? Are you just watching to be entertained? Shop your stash. See if you can recreate the look with what you have. I will have everything linked down below. I know this is coming to Sephora. I want to say it's coming on the 22nd, but I may be wrong on that date. I'll link it down below at Sephora too. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope whatever you're doing, you're having a super awesome, amazing day. And I'll see you very soon in another video. Bye!